History. The writing appears around the year 3000 and the Egyptians attributed its creation to the god of wisdom. Thought there are three types of Egyptian writing: hieroglyphic writing, hieratic writing, and demotic writing. Writing has been a fundamental instrument for the knowledge of Egypt. It was not until the 19th century when it began to be known from the invasion of Napoleon that he took with him some French wisdom, among which Denon, an engraver who makes an illustrated work of Egypt. Originate along the middle and lower reaches of the Nile River, range in two periods of splendor in the period scale: the Old Kingdom, the Middle Kingdom, and the New Kingdom. It ranged from the delta of the Nile in the north to Elephantine in the first cataract of the Nile. In the south, ranging influence from the Euphrates to Jebel Barkal in the fourth cataract of the Nile, in terms of maximum expansion. First settlers. According to current studies, the origin of the Egyptian people dates back to the agrarian stage. Probably the first inhabitants to arrive in the Nile Valley were steppers, coming from the areas of Libya and Numidia around 600 AC. Key moments in its development. The appearance of the Rosetta Stone was fundamental for the knowledge of Egyptian culture. Sitting near the mouth of the Nile and is a basal stone that has a trilingual inscription. And another fundamental fact for the knowledge of Egyptian culture was the opening of the first inviolate tomb in 1923, that of Tutankhamun, by Carter and Carnarvon, as well as the hundreds of excavations that are carried out for this moment.
General description. Weather. Spring in Egypt can be always changeable. It is known for the strong winds that can cause sandstorms. Advanced temperature suffered from March to May.
Weather.
The hottest period during the summer is from July to September. At the end of the September, temperatures have dropped significantly, but can vary a bit depending on location. The months with milder weather are March, April, October, and November, when temperatures are between. Transport. Egypt was a good network of the trains and buses. Taxis are the most comfortable and fast option to move around cities. Another way to get to Egypt are buggy. They are horse-drawn carriages. Their price is somewhat more expensive than taxi, and they are not as fast. The train is one of the fastest means of transport to travel between cities. They also have buses which are cheaper. The metro is a recent service in Cairo. It only covers part of the city. Cultural interest place. One of the tourist attraction for excellence is the visit to the pyramids of Egypt, the Great Pyramid of the Giza, and the Great Springs. Other tourist places to visit are the fascinating museum, the Egyptian Museum in Cairo, the Egyptian Museum, and Hatshepsut Funeral Tomb. Tourist sites: Hurghada, Temple of Karnak, Dahab, King's Ballet, Temple of Kom Ombo, Siwa Oasis.
Traditions in Egypt. Christmas is celebrated on the December 7th. Its meaning is to spread love and peace throughout the world. Many friends and family are invited to the birthday celebration, so they often share two cakes and all the food is served at the same time. One Thanksgiving, the whole family and friends are invited to the diners and cards are created, where they can write blessing thanking the invitations. In some areas of Egypt, organized where the family proposes the bride to the groom. There is wedding march called Saf. Gastronomy in Egypt. Baba ganoush and fag, soups, feras, shorbat and sorbat ats, sweets and desserts, malban and rose belaban, drinks, portwan and faraoula. Typical costumes of Egypt. Men and women dress in distinctly a tunic that contains a thin opening at the upper first part, breeches of fur and scholars and a thickened account. Typical Egyptian music, Coptic music, Nubian music, Sawali music.